never pay full price again. Know these 6 negotiation tactics. Negotiation is an essential part of our daily lives. We negotiate with our friends, family, co-workers, and even strangers. But effective negotiation requires a combination of skills, tactics, and strategies. Welcome to Financial Ventures. In this video, we will discuss psychological negotiation tactics and strategies that can help you achieve better outcomes in your negotiations. If you're here for the very first time, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you're always updated. Without wasting any more time, here are 6 negotiation tactics you can use. Number 1, do your research. The first step in haggling is to do your research. This means asking yourself how much you're willing to spend and then setting a budget for yourself. Now, hear me. Being objective is key, as the goal is to arrive at a deal that provides value for both you and the seller. Once you've set your budget, it's time to research the product itself. Look up the item online and figure out what a fair price for it would be. You can even try to lower the price by 10% or so to see if the seller is willing to negotiate. This will help you determine what a good deal looks like and whether the seller is willing to work with you. Consider also what you actually want from the item you're buying. Don't pay for additional components that you'll never use or features that you don't need. Look around and try to find the best item that suits your situation and budget. You can check eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, and other online marketplaces to find the best deal. Keep in mind that prices will vary depending on the platform, so it's worth shopping around. Number 2, build a rapport. When it comes to negotiating a deal, building a rapport with a salesperson can be a critical factor in your success. But how exactly do you go about building that rapport? The first step is to establish a connection with the salesperson. And one of the best ways to do this is by asking for their name and using it frequently. The simple act may seem inconsequential, but it can make a significant difference in how the salesperson perceives you. As Dale Carnegie famously wrote in his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, a person's name is the sweetest sound to them in any language. Using their name frequently can make them feel valued and respected, and this can help to break down any barriers that may exist between you. Of course, building rapport involves more than just using someone's name. It also involves creating a comfortable and friendly environment that encourages open communication. This can be achieved through small talk, such as discussing the weather or asking about their day. However, you need to avoid topics that are too sensitive or controversial, such as politics or religion, as these can quickly derail the conversation and harm the relationship. When it comes to small talk, the key is to keep it light and casual. You don't want to get too bogged down in conversation and lose sight of your goal, which is to negotiate a successful deal. However, you also don't want to rush the conversation and come across as disinterested or unfriendly. A good rule of thumb is to keep the conversation long enough to establish a connection, but not so long that it becomes awkward or uncomfortable. Ultimately, building a rapport with a salesperson is about creating a positive psychological bias towards you. If the salesperson likes and trusts you, they are more likely to be flexible in their negotiations and offer you a better deal. This is why taking the time to establish a connection with them can be so important. Number 3, wait. Many people make the mistake of trying to rush the process. They want to haggle and barter as quickly as possible without taking the time to consider all of their options. But know this, patience is key when it comes to getting a good deal. Here are some tips to help you negotiate like a pro. First of all, try not to reveal the price that you have in mind too early in the negotiation process. If you can hold off on mentioning the price for at least the first 5 minutes of the conversation, this will give the salesperson a chance to present their offer and make their case for the product. If you're too quick to reveal your desired price, the salesperson may be less inclined to make concessions or offer discounts. I will discuss more of this later, but for now, I think you got the idea. Secondly, don't be afraid to engage in off-topic discussion with a salesperson. People tend to like those who they feel they can add value to. So by engaging and letting the salesperson share their knowledge, you can make them more inclined to work with you. Finally, while the salesperson is presenting the product to you, be on the lookout for any flaws or shortcomings. This can give you leverage in the negotiation process, as you can use these flaws as bargaining chips to lower the price. For example, if a product is missing a key feature that you need, you can ask for a discount to make up for this. By being patient in the negotiation process, you can increase your chances of getting a good deal on the products you want. Remember, negotiating is an art form, and the more you practice, the better you'll become. Number 4, stand your ground. We all want to feel confident and secure in our decisions. However, this can be challenging when faced with a sales conversation that feels high pressure or one-sided. In these situations, stand your ground and take the time to gather information and make an informed decision. Here are some tips for avoiding buyer's remorse in sales conversations. Number 1, listen and ask questions. One of the best ways to gain insight into a salesperson's motives is by listening to what they have to say and asking questions. By doing so, you can learn more about the product and the person selling it. This can help you determine whether or not the sale is truly a good deal for you. Number 2, pay attention to red flags. If the salesperson seems overly aggressive or pushy, this may be a sign that they are trying to manipulate you into a sale. If they seem hesitant to answer your questions or provide information, this may be a red flag that something is not quite right. And if you feel like the salesperson is not being truthful or is trying to pressure you into a sale, don't be afraid to say so. Remember, it's your money and your decision, and you have the right to take your time and make a decision that feels right for you. Number 5, numbers. I know. Negotiating a deal can be a daunting task, especially when it comes to setting your price range and making the first offer. Many people struggle to find the right balance between getting a good deal and not offending the other party. But the first rule of negotiation is to never reveal your price floor or price ceiling. Your price floor is the lowest amount of money you are willing to pay for a product, while your price ceiling is the highest amount of money you are willing to pay. Revealing these numbers can give the other party an advantage, and they may try to negotiate towards your price floor or price ceiling. Now, here's a hack. When making the first offer, aim for a decent deal. You want the offer to be low enough that it's almost annoying for the other party, but not so low that it's offensive. For example, if the product costs $100 to buy, and you can purchase a new one for $50 on eBay, try offering $20. Although this offer may seem like a scam, it can help you to start the negotiation process. If the other party says no, you can increase your offer gradually until you reach a price that both parties are happy with. Bear in mind that negotiation is a two-way street, and both parties should feel satisfied with the outcome. If the other party is not willing to negotiate or is being unreasonable, it's best to walk away and find another opportunity. Number 6, body language. One of the biggest mistakes people make during negotiations is talking too much. When you ask for a price, it's important to let the other person speak first. After they give you their price, don't say anything until they speak again. Many people try to fill the silence with small talk or other conversation, but this can be detrimental to the negotiation process. Instead, work through the silence and wait for them to make the next move. And yes, negotiation can be stressful and uncomfortable, but it's important to stay calm and maintain an open, friendly demeanor. Make sure to smile and keep your body language open, with your toes pointed towards the other person. Remove any objects between you and the other person to create a sense of openness and trust. Also, first impressions are important, so make sure to shake hands when you first meet the other person. This simple gesture can help establish a sense of trust and respect. It's also important to shake hands again after the deal is done. This shows that you appreciate their business and are committed to maintaining a good relationship. The point is, negotiation is an essential skill that can help you achieve better outcomes in your personal and professional life. But as I have said before, effective negotiation requires a combination of skills, tactics, and strategies. By using the tactics and strategies we discussed, you can become a more effective negotiator and achieve better outcomes in your negotiations. Are there any tactics that I missed? Please share them in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for sticking until the end. See you in the next video, and always keep in mind that in your life's adventures, it's better with financial ventures.